How's everybody doing today? It's the Flight Enthusiast here, and this time we've got a flight going from Halifax to Montreal. We have an expected flight time of 1 hour and 15 minutes, and if you enjoy content like this, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy.
Actually, to remain on the circuit for touch and goes.
Provincial 101 Halifax ground, then continue taxi via Lima. Contact tower on 118.4 when ready.
Taxi via Lima.
Alright, so while we wait for that, we'll get our plan loaded up in SimBrief.
Will be at 240 feet with information Bravo. Give me 1 second.
And we'll wait for our FMC to load up.
Clear St. John, direct Moloch, Fish Bravo fit on the 5-2 November Foxtrot. On the 652 November Foxtrot, picking up IFR clearance to Summerside, direct Halifax.
AC65, contact tower on 118.4.
118.4 for AC65.
Halifax
We'll
ground.
use the storm lights just so we can see a little better for now.
At, looking for APU start.
Okay, ATC is on 121.0. So we'll have a listen to that quickly.
A2300 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 2332. Wind 215 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, few at 1100 feet. Few at 2800 feet. Broken at 9500 feet. Broken at 25,000 feet. Temperature 15. Dew point 15. Altimeter 29er. Density altitude 500 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Papa. Halifax/Stanfield International Airport. Information Papa.
Alright, so that's all the information we need from that, so we'll switch back to ground for now.
Halifax ground, Provincial 101, request radio check.
Okay, and before we set up the flight plan, we'll just get the IFR clearance and then we'll go through it all.
Provincial 101, pass your message.
Halifax ground, Provincial 101, request taxi to remain in the pattern. We have hotel.
Ground Air Canada 168 requesting IFR clearance to Montreal via runway 23, information Papa.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by. Air Canada 168, cleared to Montreal. Radar vectors SENV, then as filed. Climb 4000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.7 squawk 4736. Expect runway 23.
Alright, so let's start programming the FMC.
Halifax ground, Provincial 101, how do you read this transmission?
Alright, so the FMC is completely set up, should be ready to go. We'll go ahead and remove the ramp, we'll fire up the APU as well, and take a few minutes for that to start up.
1590.
Ground WestJet 290, taxi to parking. WestJet 290, taxi to parking via Romeo 32
Go ahead and get the
Hotel.
passenger lights on.
Romeo 32 Hotel, WestJet 290.
Halifax ground, beach gap 137 Bravo. Halifax ground, Air Canada 667, request APU start, please.
Okay, ramp is on 119er, 9er.
Zero. We are requesting clearance for our VFR flight to Charlie Yankee Foxtrot Charlie, Fredericton Airport. We have
Ramp, we are done with passenger boarding. Please remove the jetway.
Retracting jetway now.
Okay, in Microsoft Flight Simulator
Halifax,
2024
good evening, Speedbird
fashion, the
681,
ramp
would like
is
to have
stuck,
taxi
so we'll just have to do
direction
the
to
push
gate,
back, and then it will retract on its own. It seems it works that way sometimes.
Sorry, gate 12 for
I hope they fix that glitch
Speedbird
soon.
681.
Okay, so we're nearly ready to get going. I'm going to set up the lights to a way that I like here.
Start approved face south, Air Canada 669. WestJet 243, contact tower on 118.4.
Tower 118.4, stay at WestJet 2.
Alright, so we're going to be getting ready for an engine start and pushback, so we'll get some clearance for that. We'll turn on our lights here. Okay, and so we'll switch over to ground here and get the pushback clearance. Air Canada 168 requesting push and start.
Air Canada 168, push and start approved, face southeast.
Air Canada 168, push and start approved, face southeast. Ground Air Canada 168, requesting pushback.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact tower on 118.4. Take care. Ground to flight deck, tug on the way for pushback. Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Air Canada 168, ready for push.
Ground to flight deck, release parking brake, starting pushback.
Parking brake release, start push.
Ground to flight deck, cleared for engine start in sequence.
Alright, starting engines, here we go. Air Canada 168, starting engine 2.
Roger, starting engine 2.
Out, slip it over your head, and pull the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. In the event of an evacuation, please leave your luggage on board. Your safety is our top priority. There are 8 emergency exits on this Boeing 77300ER. 2 at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the rear. Please take a moment to locate the exits nearest to you, keeping in mind that the nearest exit may be behind you. Once we reach cruising altitude, we'll be offering items from the Air Canada shop, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Alright, so we're ready for the taxi instructions here.
Halifax Ground, Provincial 101, radio check. Halifax Ground, Provincial 101, request taxi to remain in the pattern.
Air Canada 168 requesting taxi instructions to runway 23.
Provincial 101 Bravo.
Taxi via Bravo, Provincial 101.
Air Canada 168, runway 23 taxi via Golf, Foxtrot, cross runway 14, then Lima.
Air Canada 168, taxi to runway 23 via Golf, Foxtrot, cross runway 14, Lima. Alright, and we'll set flaps to 5 and do a quick gear test as well.
FedEx 987, how fast can I go while taxiing?
FedEx 987 taxi speed should be no more than 20
Well,
knots
looks good.
on
Let's
straightaways
get going.
and slower in turns.
FedEx 987 requesting permission to cross runway 23. Crossing runway 23.
And we almost forgot, we have to set the altimeter to 29er.
Air Canada 992, clear to Greenwood via Doosan, climb 10,000, switch to 118.7, squawk 3573.
Ground Air Canada 618 is at gate 20, requesting pushback and startup.
Air Canada 618, pushback and startup approved. Face south.
Halifax 1, et bien 04, request IFR clearance for a flight from Halifax to St. John's.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Formation Hotel Current, clear to...
Air Canada 168 requesting clearance to cross runway 14.
Air Canada 168, cross runway 14 approved.
Air Canada 168 crossing runway 14.
Halifax ground, Victor 1, Alpha Hotel Romeo, Vision Dispatch 0, holding short of runway 05 for our VFR takeoff to our destination.
Contact tower on 118.4 for takeoff clearance.
Air Canada 168 holding short of runway 23, ready for departure.
FedEx 987, on the ground.
Air Canada 168, contact tower on 118.4 for departure clearance.
Air Canada 168 contacting tower.
Air Canada 168.
Air Canada 168 tower holding short runway 23, ready for departure. Quick final check here, make sure we're not missing anything.
Air Canada 168, Halifax Tower, runway 23, winds 210 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Air Canada 168 cleared for takeoff, runway 23.
Air Canada 621 contact departure on 119.2.
Departure on 119.2, Air Canada 621. Halifax Tower, Victor Echo 1, Papa Hotel Romeo. We're at 5,200, climbing to 11,005, heading to Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu, looking for flight following.
Papa Hotel Romeo, roger, climb and maintain 11,000. Halifax Tower does not have radar services for flight following. Contact Shearwater departure on 119.2 for flight following to Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu.
Rouge 15990, welcome to Halifax. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Ground 121.9, Rouge 1590.
Air Canada 610, welcome to Halifax. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Contact ground 121.9, Air Canada 610.
Air Canada 670, welcome to Halifax. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Ground on 121.9, Air Canada 670, good day.
Cessna 6 Oscar Zulu. Welcome to Halifax. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Ground on 121.9er, 6 Oscar Zulu.
Halifax Tower, 601 Papa Hotel Romeo. We are currently at 3,700 feet over the city of Halifax, just doing a city tour.
Papa Hotel Romeo, roger.
Halifax Tower, 601 Papa Hotel Romeo. We're on fire for runway 32.
Papa Hotel Romeo, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Ground 121.9er, Rouge 1590.
Rouge 15903, contact departure.
Departure, Rouge 1915903.
Papa Hotel Romeo, contact departure.
Contact
Okay, we'll get
departure.
those lights turned off.
601 Papa Hotel Romeo. Contact departure, Papa Hotel Romeo.
And we'll await further instructions
Air
from
Canada
air traffic
3775,
control.
contact departure.
Blue Bay altitude.
4,500 for India Zulu.
Alpha is ready for departure to remain in the circuit.
Beechcraft Delta Romeo Zulu, contact departure.
Switching to departure. Delta Romeo Zulu.
Departure Air Canada 168, maintaining 4,000 feet.
Halifax approach, stay altitude.
Air Canada 168 requesting climb to 100.
Air Canada 168, climb altitude 10,000 feet.
Air Canada 168, climb maintain 10,000.
FedEx 987 Halifax approach. Turn right heading 005.
Turn right heading 005, FedEx 987.
9er
Ladies and
00
gentlemen,
feet.
we have now reached
Bridgewater
cruising
altimeter
altitude, and on behalf
29994.
of Air
Cleared
Canada,
direct
I'd
Vigma.
like to welcome you aboard Flight 168, flying from Halifax to Montreal. My colleagues and I will begin our snack and drink service shortly, and I must say, we have some delightful options for you today,
Stand by.
including our famous maple
Air
syrup
Canada
cookies and
670,
refreshing
contact Halifax
beverages.
Tower on 118.4.
After the service, we'll also be offering articles from the Air Canada shop, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the flight.
Halifax Tower 118.4, Rouge 159er, see ya.
Air Canada 168 requesting climb as filed.
Air Canada 611, Halifax departure, radar contact, cleared direct Kello, climb flight level 200. Air Canada 168, climb flight level 380.
Air Canada 168 climbing flight level 380.
Air Canada 992 requesting clearance for approach to
Contact Boston approach on 118.25.
Approach on 118.25, JetBlue 204.
Air Canada 168 requesting descent is filed.
Air Canada 168, descend and maintain as filed. Altimeter 3003.
Air Canada 168, altimeter 3003. And the autopilot is taking over and bringing us in for our descent here now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent into Montreal, so I kindly ask everyone to return to your seats, stow your tables and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation, and we look forward to landing shortly.
Air Canada 168, contact Boston Center on 118.825.
Air Canada 168 contacting Boston Center. Goodbye. Boston Center, Air Canada 168 descending through 340.
Air Canada 168 Boston Center, good evening. Air Canada 168 Boston Center, just a heads up that about 19 minutes ago, an aircraft reported light to moderate chop at flight level 310.
Air Canada 168, copy, moderate chop at 310.
Have a good day.
Keep these landing lights on, crossing below 10,000 feet.
Air Canada 895, climb flight level 260.
Climb flight level 260, Air Canada 895.
Air Canada 895, climb flight level 380.
Initial 6, sorry about that. For runway 06 left, so please stop requesting nonsense. It's very annoying.
Captain, cabin is ready.
Rouge 1619er. Descend altitude 4000.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our final approach into Montreal, I
Turn
kindly
left
ask
heading
that you turn
105
off your
vectors for the
electronic
runway 6
devices
left
and
approach.
stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away. Your seats are in their full upright position. and your
The
seatbelts
airport
are
is on our
fastened.
right side.
We currently have
And
no
we're
gate
currently
assigned,
heading
but we will
direct
keep you
to
updated. Thank you for your
Kafka
cooperation.
at 4,000 feet.
Montreal approach Walker 3775 and save the ILS.
Montreal approach, Air Canada 168 requesting clearance for approach on ILS 24 left.
American 5350, climb flight level 210.
Climbing flight level 210, American 5350.
Air Canada 168, expect the ILS approach runway 24 left at Montreal.
Air Canada 168 expecting ILS 24 left.
Thank you.
Montreal departure, Air Canada 895 Heavy, climbing 2,500 for 4,000. Climb flight level 180, Air Canada 895 Heavy. Maintain present altitude 4,000, Air Canada 895.
Air Canada 8, Air Transat 271, contact Montreal Tower on 124.3.
124.3, Air Transat 271, good day.
Proceed direct to London. This is the meeting 3000 until established for runway ILS 24 right, Rouge 1593. Montreal approach, Rouge 1593. What's the tower frequency? Your tower frequency is 124.3, Rouge 1593.
Montreal Center, Air Canada 8001. Ready to copy. IFR to Ottawa. I have Bravo.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Clear to Ottawa after departure. Flight radar vectors to Kefka and the file. Departure runway 24 left. Initial climb 5,000. Departure 13415. Squawk 3665. Air Canada 8001.
Montreal departure Walker 3775 with you, passing 2,300 for 4,000. Direct Boca Walker 3775. Continue to 4,000 Walker 3775.
Walker 3775, climb flight level 210.
Departure Air Canada 663 is climbing 4,000 feet, runway heading 235.
Air Canada 663 Heavy, Montreal departure, radar contact, climb 17,000.
Climb 17,000, Air Canada 663.
Lufthansa 473, climb flight level 230.
Lufthansa 473, request radar vectors to Antec, please. Charlie, Romeo, Mike, Hotel.
Air Canada 168, 5 miles from Floca. Turn left heading 315, descend altitude 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 24 left approach. Air Canada.
Air Transat 844, climb flight level 250.
Montreal departures, good morning. Air Canada 401, 2,700, climbing 4,000.
Air Canada 401, Montreal departure, radar contact. Cleared direct Bobby, climb flight level 200.
Direct Bob T, flight level 200, Air Canada 401.
401, climb flight level 300.
Lufthansa 479er, climb flight level 300.
Air Canada 168, contact Montreal Tower on 119.3, crossing Sloka.
Montreal Tower, Air Canada 168 on final approach, runway 24 left.
Air Canada 168, Montreal Tower, wind 300 at 7. Runway 24 left, cleared to land.
Okay, now you're done. LH2332, say again. Alpha Tango Whiskey, say again, your last transmission.
Montreal Tower, good evening. Swiss 271, ready for departure, runway 24 left.
Air Canada 8904, welcome to Montreal. Contact ground on 121.0.
121.0 for Air Canada 894.
There's a plane in front of me, cannot take off, Swiss 271.
Air Canada 405, contact departure.
Contact departure, Air Canada 405, thank you, bye-bye.
Air Canada 664, contact departure.
Contact departure, Air Canada 664.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute. American 5350, contact departure on 134.15.
And Montreal departure, American 5350 with you, climbing through 4,400.
Air Canada 89, contact departure.
Contact departure, Air Canada 89.
Air Canada 670, contact departure on 118.9er.
Departure 118.9, Air Canada 670, good day.
660, contact departure.
Over to departure, Air Canada 660, good day.
Air Canada 313, holding short of 24 left, ready for departure. Air Canada 313, winds 260 at 5, runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff. Safe travels.
Left cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 313. Air Transit 485, contact departure. I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Wide slope.
Liquid auto is filed after departure fly radar Victor to Kiska. Looks like runway 6 right, initial climb to 3,000, departure 134.15, squawk 1265, Walker 3775. 1210, thanks, Walker 3775.
Rouge 1651, welcome to Montreal. Contact ground on 121.0. Matt Black 10, welcome to Montreal. Contact ground on 121.0.
Wide slope.
121.0, Matt Black 10.
Matt Black 10, contact departure.
Wide slope.
Over to departure, Matt Black 10.
Wide slope.
Contact
Wide
departure,
slope.
Canada 271, good night.
Wide slope.
Montreal Tower, can
Wide
you give
slope.
me the departure
Wide
radio
slope.
frequency?
Wide slope.
Air
Wide
Canada
slope.
271, contact departure.
Wide slope. Wide slope.
What is the departure radio
Wide
frequency?
slope. Wide slope.
Runway 24
Wide
right,
slope.
GSA 48.
Wide slope.
Negative,
Wide
Montreal
slope.
Tower, I think you misheard me.
Wide
I
slope.
am cleared to land, runway
Wide
24
slope.
right.
Wide slope. Wide slope. Wide slope.
24 right, clear to land, GSA
Wide
48.
slope. Wide slope.
Jazz 848, winds 310 at 1. Runway 24 right, clear to land.
Walker Air 4269 or 3, Alpha Zulu, contact departure on 120.425.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Cleared of the active. Send this 5015. Ready to taxi gate 48.
Fitbit 5415, taxi to gate via Alpha. Good day.
Contact 1003, ready for departure.
for takeoff from right 4 left, goodbye. Clear for takeoff.
Air Transat 1003, say again.
Air Canada 168, cleared of runway 24 left.
Departure. Transat 844, thank you, bye-bye.
Rouge 159er, contact departure.
Over to departure, Rouge 1590. Montreal Tower, Canada 531 with you, passing 5,000.
Montreal ground, Air Canada 168, requesting taxi instructions.
Air Canada 168, welcome to Montreal.
Cabin is
Contact
ready
ground
for
on 121.0.
Air Canada 168, contact
Ladies and
Montreal
gentlemen,
ground on
welcome to
121.0 for taxi
We hope
instructions.
you enjoyed your flight with us today. Did you know that
Air
Montreal
Canada 168, requesting taxi instructions.
is to the largest jazz festival in the world? Also, the city is famous for its delicious bagels and poutine, a must-try when you visit.
Air Canada 168,
Please remain
taxi to
seated
USA
with your
Terminal Gate
seatbelts
S1 via
fastened
Alpha
until we
4,
reach our
North
final
Apron, Bravo
parking
4,
position.
South Apron, East
On behalf
Taxiway.
of
Have a good
Captain
day.
Christopher W., First Officer Amanda, and the entire crew, we wish you a wonderful stay in this beautiful city. The local time here is 9:58 p.m. Thank you for flying with Air Canada.
Air Canada 405.
Copa 484, contact tower on 124.3. Take care. Walker 3775. Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Second engine start. Rouge 1590, Montreal ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback engine set approved, face east. Rouge 1590.
Start. Avid 90.
Alrighty, there you have it.
429
Successful
contact
flight
tower
from
on
Halifax to
119.3.
Montreal. Relatively smooth landing. Hope you enjoyed it.